French tech giant Capgemini to sell U.S. subsidiary working for ICE. French technology giant Capgemini has announced plans to sell its U.S. government subsidiary after revelations that the company helped U.S. immigration authorities locate individuals for enforcement operations, work that has triggered widespread outrage and political backlash in France and abroad. The controversy centers on Capgemini Government Solutions, a U.S.-based subsidiary that has been under contract with U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, since December 18. Public records show the subsidiary was hired to provide so-called skip tracing services, a method used to locate people whose whereabouts are unknown, in support of ICE enforcement and removal operations. The contract, valued at more than $4.8 million, was scheduled to run through mid-March and is one of 13 contracts Capgemini Government Solutions currently holds with ICE, according to U.S. government listings. Pressure on Capgemini intensified following a series of fatal encounters involving immigration agents. The deaths of Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy, both U.S. citizens, during enforcement operations in Minneapolis have sparked protests across the country and renewed scrutiny of ICE's tactics. Preddy, 37, was killed in an incident involving U.S. Border Control, an agency that works closely with ICE, while Good was fatally shot by an ICE agent. The shootings occurred amid a broader surge in immigration enforcement since President Donald Trump's return to the White House, following a renewed pledge to dramatically increase deportations of undocumented immigrants. ICE operations have increasingly taken place in public spaces, prompting confrontations with demonstrators and civil rights advocates. In a statement, Capgemini acknowledged serious concerns over its U.S. subsidiary's activities. The company said it had not been able to exercise appropriate control over certain aspects of this subsidiary's operations in order to ensure alignment with the group's objectives. Capgemini confirmed that the divestiture process will begin immediately, signaling its intention to exit the business entirely. Capgemini CEO Ayman Ezzat addressed the issue publicly last week in a LinkedIn post, saying the company became aware of the nature of the ICE contract through public sources only after it was awarded in December 2025. The nature and scope of this work has raised questions compared to what we typically do as a business and technology firm, as it wrote, adding that the contract did not reflect Capgemini's values or standard business practices. The revelation has caused a political firestorm in France, where lawmakers from across the political spectrum have demanded answers. French Finance Minister Roland Lescure called on Capgemini to be fully transparent about its dealings with ICE, while left-wing opposition lawmaker Hadrien Clouot went further, urging sanctions against French companies that cooperate with the U.S. Immigration Agency. French private companies are collaborating with ICE. We do not accept this, Clouot said. Human rights groups have also criticized ICE's enforcement methods, particularly as the agency has detained thousands since the start of the renewed deportation push. Advocates argue that private companies enabling enforcement operations risk becoming complicit in abuses. Founded in 1967, Capgemini is one of France's largest publicly listed companies and a major player in global IT services and consulting. The firm employs more than 340,000 people worldwide and is valued at approximately 22 billion euros. As scrutiny of corporate involvement in immigration enforcement grows, Capgemini's decision to sell its U.S. government subsidiary underscores the increasing pressure multinational companies face when their business activities collide with political and human rights concerns.